everybody. Welcome to my...
Welcome, like Hannah Waddingham said, to the Richmond Way. So, surprise, everybody. Happy holidays.
I thought you were going to say Festivus.
That's a Festivus. Well, that's Festivus for the rest of us is a different TV series, not Ted Lasso. But yeah, this is the kind of soft launch of the Richmond Way podcast. We're going to be a Ted Lasso rewatch podcast. So after this one, where we're going to be talking about Hannah Waddingham's Christmas special, we will, starting in 2024, there's a preview of Mike's thoughts. In 2024, we will be starting with the NBC Sports shorts for Ted Lasso, and then going into the series from there. And then like the little, there was the Ted Lasso like claymation Christmas thing that they did too. So we'll interweave that in there at some point too.
We're gonna have fun
Christmas.
Yeah.
Next Christmas.
So, yeah. So I'm Mark, aka Coach Beard, and then to my right.
Diagonal.
Yeah, this way. No, wait.
Is your screen set up different than ours?
No, my left screen right is Bonnie.
Hi. I'm not Mark. I'm Bonnie, or Bonnie Marie if you're my mother and you're mad at me.
Nice. And then,
so we can't call you that if we're mad at you?
I mean, you can. That's like the universal code. Or, my auditions and paperwork. It's fine. But yeah, everyone's mad at me. I have anxiety. Continue.
And then below us is
beneath
our resident Roy Kent, Mike Sawran.
I don't know if I can live up to that, but I'll do my best.
Well,
this episode will be real easy for me.
At least in demeanor.
That's right.
Well, season 1, Roy Kent demeanor.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah. I guess we'll just start. But yeah, so this was released on Apple TV Plus back on November 22nd. It's about 44 minutes long. And it's now, like, when you guys watched it, what were your initial thoughts of the special? I guess let's start with Mike, since just to get his thoughts out of the way as quickly as possible.
It was torturous for me. I do not like Christmas specials. I do not like Christmas music. You can call me the Grinch. I don't care. I just don't like it. Christmas is not my favorite time. It's just, there's moments where you laugh in it, and for the most part, I was like, here we go, Christmas music, hooray. So if you like Christmas music, it was great. If you like, Hannah's got a great voice, so you can listen to it for that too. Plus, I learned there's a thing called the London's Gay Men's Chorus.
That's right.
I did not know if that was a thing.
It is.
And I didn't know if they meant gay as in happy or gay as in sexual orientation.
Oh, like the like the older songs, like so. make the Yuletide gay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How about you, Bonnie?
I waited to watch it until after Thanksgiving, because that's the camp I'm in is Christmas doesn't start until, although now it's like the week of Thanksgiving. I've had to make that concession because it's about compromise, but I'm team Halloween all the way. I wish it was a Halloween special. That would have been amazing. I would love to see Hannah doing a Halloween special, but since it was a Christmas special, I thought it was fun. I was like, everybody looks happy. It looked like a good show. Did they film it over the summer or something? Like, that's weird to me, but I understand production. You got to do shit like stuff way in advance. So that made sense to me, but I thought it was fun. Like, I like Christmas, but I love Halloween. But for a Christmas special and for it being new, I thought it was fun. It was a good show production-wise. It didn't feel too long. It felt like it was a good, like, you can put it on while you're cleaning, or if you're like, okay, one more Christmas thing before we go to bed. Kind of felt like one of those things, but I thought it was cute. It was entertaining. It felt happy, and she's gorgeous, so whatever. Like, I thought it was fun.
Yeah, I really liked it as well, too. And I think as far as, like, Halloween, I don't think it's, like, as big of a thing in the UK.
Oh, yeah, I think Halloween's more of a U.S. thing, but
Um,
they know what it is. It's not like we don't blast it in their face enough.
but if people do want some Hannah Waddingham at Halloween, they can always just watch like the first 10, 15 minutes of Hocus Pocus 2, because she's in there as
Another trainer.
well, hey, like I said, you just have to watch the first 10 to 15 minutes with her in it, and that's all she's in the movie. She even got her own Funko Pop for that movie, for that. So
They're
she's
making a
now going to
Hocus
have
Pocus 3.
she's going to have 3 now. She'll have 2 Rebecca ones and 1 of her witch character. See, if they're going to make a third one, I'm just going to go on a side tangent there. If they're going to make a third Hocus Pocus, just make it about her character.
Yeah,
From the second
that's
one.
the smart thing. Yeah,
Don't
that's what people want.
Yeah, don't touch the Sanderson sisters again. You've already done that story
Don't
2
touch
times.
them.
Or like they were supposed
Don't
to
summon them. Don't touch them.
Don't light that candle again.
Yeah, bring back Thackeray Binks.
Zachary Binks.
Yeah, bring back Thackeray Binks. Jason Marsden.
Yeah. The
Bring him
third
back.
one should be about her, and bring him back. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
We want a good prequel, but yeah.
You figured out a way to somehow bring them back in the second one, even though they're supposed to be gone forever. You can figure out some reason why Thackeray Binks has to come back to help in the third one.
Time traveling cat. I love that. Why not?
Yes,
Well, they say cats are aliens. So
that's true.
that's
Oh man. So yeah, like in this too, I really liked the location where they shot it too, and it was the
she said it in the beginning, and I completely forgot what it was.
I forgot what it was too. I wasn't taking notes.
Royal. It wasn't
Albert.
It's not
It wasn't the Royal Albert Hall. No, no,
no.
no.
Yeah, it's the Coliseum.
A London Col? No, wasn't.
Oh man. Yeah, it
I
was
love
at the
how we're
London
in front of
Coliseum.
Okay,
Yeah, London
that was a
Coliseum.
great venue.
Yeah, and I guess even like the choir Mike was talking about, they're not going to be performing there anymore too. So I guess it's like this like capsulated time capsule of like her parents there, because I guess like her mom's been dealing with Parkinson's pretty badly, and so she wasn't even sure that she was gonna get to the taping of that,
Wow.
so that she could be there. Speaking of that, I did like how she included her daughter, but was able to like keep her daughter's like privacy from it by shooting every time they showed her daughter like from the back there. I thought that was like a cool thing.
Yeah.
I do wonder if like whenever they went to wide shots, if you probably can.
Oh, I'm
See, there's
sure.
somewhere
if
there,
you
but
really
you
wanted
don't know
to
what.
spend the time.
Yeah. Now, let's start speaking the whole Ted Lasso at all, because this was
The Ted
Hannah's
of it.
special. But so there's like these little pre-taped kind of like interstitial segments in it too that I don't believe were shot like obviously I don't think they were shot the same night that they did the taping of her doing the songs and everything.
No,
but we had
after the fact, if anything.
Yeah, like we had different cameos in here. The ones that were in attendance though were like James Lance and Cole Bikini. Who plays what's Colin? The guy who plays Colin. I feel bad. Whoever plays Colin, I feel bad. I'm sorry.
I think I've looked this up like 12 times, and I never remember.
I'm gonna
Sam
tell him you
Ryder's
said
there.
you can't remember his name. Be like, hey, just so you know, Mark couldn't remember your name.
Yeah,
I'm okay with it.
He'll be the first person to get from the show on the podcast, and you guys would be like,
We'll just call him Colin the whole time.
this guy. But
Billy Harris.
there you go, Billy Harris. Billy Harris, Nick
Good old
Muhammad
Billy.
was there. Brendan Hunt. Who else?
Higgins was there.
Yeah, Higgins, Jeremy Swift.
Sam was there.
Yeah. I think, and then there's even some of the Game of Thrones cast that she worked with there. For the people who may not know, she was the shame nun.
That blew
for
my
Game
mind
of
when I
Thrones.
found that out.
And then you go back and you watch that GIF. You're like, holy crap, that is her.
Hmm.
But
You have to watch
Yeah.
Game of Thrones to know the reference.
yeah, well, I mean, I think enough people if people have seen the GIF at least. Yeah, he said Sam was there, Tayyip Jamal, which was interesting too, because I saw that you pointed that out at one point, Mike, was that a lot of the cast kind of interacts and like is working with them on stage at different points.
Higgins and Sam are just there.
Yeah, just like Jeremy Swift and Tahib are just like, we're just gonna just chill out here in the audience, just watch. We don't need to be on stage. But well, because Jeremy Swift, they could have had him like do something with playing the bass.
Did he really play the bass though?
Yeah, that's like he actually does do that. Like they could have had something with Nick Muhammad playing the violin in there too. Maybe they could have had them two of them. Yeah, he's like stuck in the ceiling during the thing.
Maybe they couldn't make the rehearsals, so they said, "All right, we're not going to let you have these numbers. You can't make rehearsals, but you can come to the show." And they said, "Done."
So outside of them too, there was some cameos. Who did you guys like in there the most for the cameos of people that showed up from the Ted Lasso cast?
I don't really have a preference of who showed. I mean, it was nice to see them all. I thought I was kind of anticipating them not letting Beard sing, so I was like, that was kind of like, okay, it fulfilled. I wanted to see that running gag of him wanting to sing and then just being like, okay, go over here and do something else.
That's true.
I was disappointed he didn't hula hoop.
Oh yeah, they could have even. I mean, I guess she could always do another special and do the.
It wasn't about Ted Lasso, so I guess that's why.
The Chipmunks Christmas song, and he could and it'd be him being like, I still want a hula hoop. Is
that song popular over there?
Maybe, I don't know. They work it in.
Because I wish it wasn't popular here. I mean, that's just me.
Yeah. How about you, Bonnie?
Yeah, I don't think I had a favorite. Just excited to see who was next, and I figured they would have Jason show up at some point. Like, they're gonna have him show up. You know who I would have loved to have seen though, and he would have been my favorite. It's Anthony Stewart Head, because he can sing.
Oh yeah,
he can sing. Yeah, well, no, but that would have been fun. He's festive. I learned he can sing when I was watching Buffy, because he sang a couple times on that show when it wasn't the musical episode.
Oh really?
I would have loved that.
There's a musical Buffy episode?
Yeah,
there is, and it's in season 6. And I'm not saying we should watch it sometime, but that would be fun. That would have been fun if they had that. I was kind of hoping for that, but he wasn't there. Bummer.
Nice.
He can go to the next one. But overall, I didn't think I had like a personal favorite, but it was just kind of nice just to see people like, oh hey, that was my reaction with, oh hey this person, oh hey this person. It was just fun. Mm-hmm.
The Brett Goldstein one was interesting,
to say the least.
Well, because at first I was like, oh, is this just gonna be like voiceover only? Because that's all you could hear was his voice, and I wonder how many people that threw off too that have never heard just like Brett Goldstein's voice as opposed to like him doing Roy Kent, or people that haven't listened to Brett Goldstein's podcast. It's like a slightly higher version of the Roy Kent voice, but I did think it was kind of funny how it was like playing into. It was like a mixture of playing into like what Roy is, but then I don't know if you guys have you guys watched the Harley Quinn animated series at all?
Negative.
Some of it.
So on the Valentine's Day special of the Harley Quinn show, Brett Goldstein shows up in that in animated form, and he essentially is on that entire special the same way he's in this special without a shirt on, because he keeps taking his shirt off, and he did his voice in that too, and it's weird because it's almost like he's doing it the same way that he did it in the Harley Quinn special, which was supposed to be like a weird heightened thing in that show, so it was weird. Then I don't know, that was the only thing that felt really weird in this special, was like that whole scene where he's like behind her clothes and then just like chilling out like in a hot tub, and he's like, get in, and she gets in like with like her like full dress on. I mean, I guess they're not gonna have like a changing sequence or whatever, but like I was like, what's happening right now?
Yeah. I was like, I hope that they know what they're doing with that dress and that fabric. They're not going to ruin it for this shot, are they? Like, my brain went into that like girl brain, I guess. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh my God,
Oh, that
is
was my
that?
thought. I was like, that dress is toast.
Yeah.
That is just done. That's why I'm
Maybe,
saying they recorded it after the special.
maybe that was like, they have like a hero, like in movies and TV shows stuff. They have like a hero costume, and then they have like the stunt one or whatever. Maybe that was like a stunt dress for that shot.
Well, don't they also have multiple of everything just in case something happens?
That's true. Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
that one was probably like the one made of like lesser material that wasn't as well made or whatever. Maybe it was like made to be like a bathing suit almost in a way. I don't know. It'd be interesting. See, I like audio commentaries so much that I would even watch an audio commentary of the
The
Christmas
making of.
special. Yeah, or
Let's
if
get the
like
costume designer on the
There you
show
go.
and ask
there we
them
go.
that.
Find them.
We'll have to look them up and
Hmm.
call them and be like, hey, you want to come and talk about how you made the Christmas casual dress for Hannah
The hot
Waddingham in
tub
this
scene.
special?
Did
But
anybody else think watching that scene, they're like, I usually skip past this part because I did. I made that joke to myself.
oh yeah, to like the little interstitial stuff.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, okay, never mind. Yeah, now I understand what you were laying
It's like, I
down
usually skip past this part.
there. Just
It's a joke. If you get it, you get it. If
yeah.
you don't ask your mom to explain it to you.
I did see other tweets in the real like where people were like, are they gonna like what's happening?
Is it
I was
about to be a ho ho
expecting
ho?
Harry joke, to be honest, but
Yeah, yeah. I also wondered if it was just to like show off like how freaking hairy Brett Goldstein is.
he's
I
probably
mean,
what he wanted. He can
yeah,
pull off much. Like,
but yeah. I mean, I thought that cameo was the Juno Temple one was interesting too. Just
Hmm.
for like I guess showing why she couldn't be out in the crowd. And I liked them doing those interstitials too because that was like another way for them to include probably some of the people that all couldn't be there on that same day,
mm.
like Jason Sudeikis or Brett Goldstein or Juno Temple. And I
But
think
do you
those
think
real.
it was forced upon them to have those in there to include all these people because
I
they
don't think
wanted
so because
more people to tune in? Or
I feel like with the way that I've heard Hannah Waddingham talk about like her relationships with like all of the people that did show up in this as cameos, and like on like different like interviews that she's done like on whatever, whether it's Brett Goldstein's podcast or whatever else, that like that that crew and cast of that show is like so tightly knit with each other that they it probably was just like they just wanted to do that show with her
mm,
just because like it'd be
it
like
just it was
yeah,
the thought I had was like, yeah, they're all good friends, they all like each other, but was Warner Brothers, Apple being like, where are these guys? Why aren't they part of this?
yeah. It is a good way to kind of sell it to people to watch it though too, because I mean it's on Apple TV Plus, which is where Ted Lasso is. It's got a majority of the cast, and there's Sam Ryder's in here too, who people don't know. He did I think it's called Fight and Lost, or I think that's what the name of the song was. But from like the finale, which is one of the great songs from the show, which I really enjoyed that. And then he performs a song with her in this. So I'm gonna go through the track list really quick. So there's like 8 songs. Some of them weren't in the special, I don't think. Um, some of them weren't released. So there was What Christmas Means to Me, The Man with the Bag, Please Come Home for Christmas, which had Leslie Odom Jr. in it. And
Yeah,
then you
it
had,
did.
yeah, who people may know as Aaron Burr, sir. And then,
Aaron Burr
yeah,
in that
uh,
terrible peanut butter commercial.
oh yeah, which has Frogert from Lost is the one that's in that Got Milk commercial.
Uh,
Yes. Who's also in Twister. Uh,
Hmm.
but yeah, then we had Oh Holy Night, which featured the Eno chorus. And then there was Run Rudolph Run, which is the one with Sam Ryder. And then we had Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas with Phil Dunster and the Fabulous Lounge Swingers,
do you think
which
Phil was really singing? I couldn't.
I think
Like,
so.
I
It
think
was
so.
like this didn't seem like it was really him doing it for some reason to me.
Well,
I don't know why.
speaking of that,
No.
now I'm gonna bring the music
There's
down. 'Cause
said dress that gets ruined.
yeah. I'm gonna mute the music for a second because I don't want us to get taken down. But
Wasn't it royalty free? Isn't that song so old that
maybe, I don't know.
Look at him
Uh,
shimmying back there.
yeah, like if I was a woman or if I wore a dress, that's the kind of dress I'd want to wear because that feels like it'd be much more comfortable than have to deal with like the long version of that.
Bonnie will have to weigh in on that one?
Yeah. I mean, if I had somebody to make dresses for me that fit my figure the way that whoever made these for her and tailored them did that, that is all I would wear. Go into the booth for a session, I'd wear one of them. Like, which of these dresses am I going to wear today? Because they look like everything is fitted. Because let me tell you,
Yeah.
trying to find off the shoulder strapless things as a woman is so challenging. But I looked at her dresses and I said, that would be problem solved. Like, it just everything looks like it's where it's supposed to be, and that's great. I love that for her.
One of the cool things too, if people have Apple Music, is some of the album covers are like animated, and if you bring up the the one for her special on there, it's like her dress is all like shimmery, like they animated
Shimmery.
it so it's like all like glittery and shimmery.
Shimmery,
Yeah, shimmery, there you go.
shimmery.
Sparkly chamois.
Yeah. But yeah, so like this was where we had Phil Dunster singing. That sounds like his voice. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I was watching it and I was like, just it seemed off. Maybe something with the audio mixing was wrong. I don't know. It just seemed off when I watched it.
and
Huh.
the one thing I wanted to get your guys' opinion on because I thought this was funny near the end. But I'm assuming they do multiple like rehearsals for stuff like this. So I'm assuming this was planned as like a joke gag thing. Although maybe she wasn't wearing this dress all the time than this because I'm assuming she was
I can
wearing
imagine.
probably something more
We
comfortable.
might have done
dress.
one dress rehearsal where she had to do it all, but
Yeah. So yeah, this.
nope.
So funny.
Yeah. So I was like, I wonder if that was planned. But I thought it was funny.
You never know. In the moment, stuff does happen. So.
It does look like I think he threw that in there. I mean, they're also very good actors, where they could say, let's plan like it's going to look like you wanted to do this and improvise this, but it kind of the look on her face kind of looked like, what's he doing?
That felt like a very. He kind of slipped back into Jamie Tart persona there a little bit when doing that.
Sexy
Give
Squidward
people what they
gets away
want.
with everything.
Sexy Squidward. We'll have to remember to bring that back in future.
I'll bring it up
episodes.
all the time. Don't worry.
Sexy Squidward.
Oh God.
Sexy Squidward.
And I'm not the only one who thinks it, as you pointed out.
Sexy Squidward.
Well, I'm
My
going to be
first
thinking
thought,
that
I
now.
saw Jamie Tart. I was like, that's just Sexy Squidward. And I could not unsee it.
You should post that to the Twitter.
That means I have to log into Twitter.
Well, and then at Phil Dunster and be like, hey, and just be like, hey, what's up, Sexy Squidward? And then see if you get blocked or if you see if you get a like. Then you'll know.
No,
There you go.
Is he infamous for blocking people?
Or I don't know. I'm just saying that way you'll know if you liked it or not. But yeah, I think outside of that too, like
Call him, see if he likes it.
yeah, that's usually a good thing to do. I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
That's the bad things that happened in the past from people doing that. And then the last two songs were Winter Wonderland with Luke Evans, which I guess I don't know if she had worked with him in anything else or if they're just like friends. I mean, I guess they could just be friends, just to be friends. But if
She called
people
him
have
one
seen,
of her friends, not a work
yeah,
friend.
he's a friend from work. Um, yeah, if people have seen like the Beauty and the Beast live action, you would have seen him sing as Gaston in there too. Because I think that's like the only thing that I would have seen him singing outside of this. Because I didn't know that, like, Luke Evans was a singer.
It's funny because I've never seen the live action Beauty and the Beast, but I've listened to all the songs 300 times. My daughter won't watch the live action one. That one's too scary, but the cartoon one isn't even.
Interesting.
I'm just like, okay, whatever.
Side tangent about Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
So, I have a question
Not
about
allowed.
what Prince Adam,
Veto.
not to be confused with Bonnie's Prince Adam, but Prince Adam in
Cringe. Don't say that ever again.
You're going
So-
in timeout.
So, Prince Adam in Beauty and the Beast, when the witch comes and offers the rose to him, and then cut to the Be Our Guest song, and Lumiere says how many years they've been rusting. He says, for 12 years we've been rusting, needing much more than dusting. And that rose is supposed to be good until his 18th birthday. So, how old was Adam then when the witch came and expected him to be?
Okay, so are we doing actual math or are we doing Disney math? Because those are two things.
Well, so my question here is that, was she expecting a 6-year-old kid to, have good manners and everything like that and whatnot? Or was he already at an age and then like stasis locked at that age?
Stasis.
Because in the live action one, they do say there's like some kind of weird time manipulation thing going on at the castle, but in the animated one, they don't say anything about that. So that was the first thing, like when I noticed that more recently, I was like, wait, so was he just like a little kid and the witch...
Get out of here, lady!
Yeah, she ruined this whole kid's life because he was a little kid making little kid mistakes.
That's Disney for you.
Well, I mean, I think that's the story beat.
How many moms have died in Disney? How many dads have died?
It's mostly moms. Moms always bite the dust in Disney movies.
It's more
Dads are
traumatic.
usually a-holes. King
Maurice
Triton.
is not an a-hole. He's just,
Crazy old Maurice.
Yeah, see, that's my favorite movie, and I think I've thought about it both ways, and then I just like don't think about it. I'm just like, whatever. He was just a dude and he was a jerk. But I think my brain says it kind of just like froze him there. Like he's stuck in that moment in time. Even though the years go on, the years start coming and they don't stop coming.
When you hit the
But
ground
he's
running.
still like, exactly.
You might have to get put in timeout if you're not careful.
I mean, your brain gets hard. I lost it. Never mind.
You lost it.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
That's my thought process. I skipped the live action, the 2017. I couldn't do it.
I haven't heard good things about it, so I guess I don't.
Just I couldn't. I saw a clip and I said, no. Like I was so excited when they said Emma Thompson and Kevin Kline. I was like, yes, yes, yes. And then I saw a clip and I went, no. And then I still can't bring myself to do it. I can't because it's my favorite and I can't. I'm sure it's lovely for what it is. Doesn't mean I want to watch it. Like I might just get like hammered and then watch it one day and get it over with, but
It might be the only live action remake that is kind of more live action than animated.
Yeah.
no.
Live action Lion King.
Yeah. Little Mermaid's very real. Mermaids exist. They went underwater and filmed it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
live action Lion King is actually just animated Lion King. Again, just photorealistic animation.
Mm-hmm.
And Can You Feel the Love Tonight? But it's actually the day. Sorry for this whole Disney side tangent. Speaking of, we need because of how good of a singer Hannah Waddingham is. I would like
She can do a Disney
her
special.
to either just
Apple's gotta allow it though.
Be in a Disney animated movie.
Yeah.
She's got the in
She'll
with
be a
Disney already.
Disney
We already talked
princess.
about with Hocus Pocus, so just have her be in Disney somewhere. She doesn't have to be. I mean, it could be cool because she would probably be really cool as like an evil, like.
No, let her be a Disney
Well, I
princess.
mean, it could be either way. What if she plays both parts? It's like the next where she's like twins.
Schizophrenic Disney princess.
Yeah, that got like separated, and it's like a nature versus nurture thing, where
Ooh.
Trying to do
she's
a Parent Trap type situation.
yeah, but like one of them is evil, so that she gets to play both the evil antagonist of the movie, the Disney villain, but she's also the Disney princess and the protagonist of the movie. And she has
She
to
can
fight
be in
herself.
Frozen 4 or 5 or 7 or 8. Or...
There you go.
I'm gonna yes and that. I'm gonna say she's gonna play like I want to see like a modern day Disney princess, like woman in the city doing her thing, and then there's a villain, like you said, and it's her, but it's her own insecurities and things that she has to battle to save herself.
And because magic, maybe it got pulled from her, so that it's like
Yeah,
Because magic.
because magic.
verbal.
There's an old
verbal-
woman on the street.
Verbal
She's Beauty and the
copyright.
Beast.
Disney, call us. We will help to write the
Verbal
story
copy.
and flesh it out. Yeah, verbal
I will
copyright.
write nothing.
The Richmond Way.
Isn't the
Exactly.
Garfield movie a Disney movie?
I don't think so. But it is a.
I thought Fox owned Disney, and now since they own, or Disney owned Fox, Garfield was a Fox thing.
It is another movie where a Chris Pratt character does have father issues.
She's in that. That's why I bring it up.
She's in the Garfield movie. What?
Supposedly.
I know she's in the Stuntman movie with Ryan Gosling next year.
Oh, that looks so good. Like, I like a good action movie. That looks fun. That looks really fun.
I think it's technically the first like summer
The
movie
Fall
next year
Guy?
now because of the Fall Guy. She's in that. People may not recognize her in the trailer that she's got like shorter like brown hair in the movie.
She's in the next Mission Impossible as well.
Yes, she is.
Ooh.
Which is cool because what's her name? One of the
Haley Atwell? Oh, I was
Yeah,
like, are we
yeah,
talking
Haley
about Haley Atwell? Because, I love
But
her.
yeah, I would like to see them in a scene together. But they're what was it?
I can't handle that.
The heck. Oh, man, what was her name? I'm trying to find it really quick. Melissa McCoy. She was an editor on Ted Lasso. She follows the Richmond Way Instagram, but she also
Hey,
did.
girl.
She edited Mission Impossible. Dead
Well,
Reckoning
that's
Part
cool.
1, which I've heard they're going to change the name of Part 2 to not be called that.
Well, they haven't yet on IMDb.
Well, which will then retroactively make Dead Reckoning Part 1 weird as a title. If
Well, what was that
You-
joke from
you make the
Community
next
about the
one.
Rambo titles?
oh yeah, the Rambo yeah,
Think about
Rambo.
it. Rambo First Blood.
No,
Part
no.
2.
So the first one is the First Blood. Second one is First Blood Part 2. Third one is Rambo 3. Fourth one is Rambo. And the last one is Rambo Last Blood.
Get
weirdest-
it together, Rambo.
Weirdest.
Hey, Sly's probably got too many concussions in his life.
Oh man. But yeah, so I think and then we said Luke Evans, and then the last one was It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year with Mike's new favorite band, the London Gay Men's Chorus.
Hey, It's fine. As long as they don't sing Christmas carols, I'll listen to them.
Well, I think that's or no, I was gonna say I think that's specifically all they sing.
Most likely. Of course, there's only sing Christmas carols or holiday tunes.
Yeah. In the special, because I know that you love Christmas music so much. Of those songs,
Favorite.
which one was your favorite?
The Sound of Silence. That's my favorite Christmas song. I guess I'll go with Run, Rudolph, Run, because it had energy. High energy. And that dude just lived his best moment at that time.
Yeah, Sam Ryder's awesome. That dude's got a really good voice. Like, just to hear him sing, like, right? He's sang that Fight and Lost song to Lasso like a few different times in different areas. I think he did one video of it where he's just like singing it at the stadium that I think on Nelson Road, where they filmed like the pitch scenes from, and like he's able to like belt it out to like the entire stadium there, and it sounds great. And he doesn't have a mic or anything. It's just him
And the acoustics.
Yeah.
He plays to the back of the house, as they say.
Yes. How about you, Bonnie?
I tend to like more of the upbeat numbers than the ballads, like the slower Christmas songs that just kind of make me want to fall asleep. Generally speaking, and just I'm like, okay, that's nice, or it just feels like I'm like, okay, that calm your Hallmark ass down. Like it's not that deep. Like that's just I'm very cynical with Christmas music. I like the song with Leslie Odom Jr. I saw him in concert years ago when I was on the East Coast, and he can just sing anything he wants, and I'll listen to it. Beautiful voice. Love him, but I liked more of the ensemble numbers and like the group numbers. I thought those were really fun. So not a particular, but like those piqued my interest more. So I was like, oh, that's fun. Like, oh, look at that. Like I like more of the bigger group numbers.
Nice.
What say you, Mark?
I think.
What say you?
It's strange. You're on this side, but I gotta move the window, so I'm actually looking the right way. I keep looking over here, and it's because
oh yeah,
it's out of order.
Yeah, stage right, your left, upways, sideways, slantways, upways, everyways.
Okay, Willy Wonka.
Yeah. You just call me Gene Wilder or Johnny Depp or Timothy Chalamet. But I don't know. I think I liked the one the Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas one with Phil Dunster and the Launch Fingers. Just because I don't know, I think I tend to like that style of Christmas songs a little bit more.
Like
And
jazzy.
Yeah, I guess so. And then I did also like the Man with the Bag, which I guess is kind of like in that same vibe of that. Although she didn't really do any of these. Although the Leslie Odom Jr. one is probably the closest to that. I have an Apple playlist that I made that's just called Sad Christmas Songs.
All Christmas songs.
Yeah. Well, it's like all the downer, like
Which is
depressing
majority
Christmas
of
songs.
them.
That's true, I guess. But yeah, like for some reason I prefer the sad Christmas songs. I don't know why.
You
I'm weird.
walk around to the Charlie Brown Christmas music with your head down.
That is the first song on there.
Sad Christmas music. That's what we call Home Alone core.
Oh yeah, that's on there too.
Home Alone core.
the playlist thumbnail for that is literally Charlie Brown.
Amazing.
Yeah, so there you go. Sad Christmas
Charlie
songs.
Brown.
And this first song is Christmas Time is Here. And then it goes into Blue Christmas by Elvis Presley.
Arrested Development ruined that Charlie Brown song for me.
Oh,
No. Do you want me to ruin that song for you?
Always. I'm against Christmas music, so anything you can do to make it worse.
Well, it's great because I'm about to. Years ago, I was at a friend's house, and instead of Christmas time is here, how they do that, my friend just starts going, Charlie Brown, Charlie Brown. And like that's all I hear now anytime I hear those songs. And so I just start singing it and I ruin it for people.
Nice.
So the next time you hear it, instead they're just singing Charlie Brown and that's it.
I'll still picture the rest of development. 'Cause they play that when everyone gets sad and just mopes walks. They play that song. So that's what makes me think of it. That's what I think of.
Oh, I miss that show.
Someone did that same thing, but with the X-Men '97 theme. Where like, oh, here comes Wolverine. There
Oh.
goes Gambit now. Cyclops.
There's the Biodome thing. Iron Man. Iron Man.
Does whatever an
Iron
Man.
Don't you mean Spider-Man?
No. What are you, some kind of rocket science? Yes. Man.
Oh, Pauly Shore.
Polish.
And one of the off-Baldwin brothers.
Oh. One of many. Yeah, we should get, if they do a season 4 of Ted Lasso, let's get Pauly Shore into season 4. If for no other reason that it rhymes. Pauly Shore, season 4.
Pauly Shore's kind of a douche. So.
But I mean, maybe he plays himself, but he's in Kansas, and Ted runs into him, and then Ted's like, "No, I need to get out of Kansas now," and then that's why he goes back to.
Because he wouldn't let any
Richmond.
local comedians open for him here, saying they weren't talented enough. So, he's a douche.
This guy. Did you give him enough chippies to eat?
I didn't even go to the show.
That's good.
And I heard he put his foot in someone's plate in the front
What
row. He just took his shoe off and put it on their food as a joke.
Oh, I thought you meant like a drop kick, like a.
No, he just like slowly took his shoe off and like just stepped on the table and was standing in their food.
Interesting. Interesting.
No,
Yeah,
using the juice.
They didn't list it in the track listing, but technically it's another song. Is Hannah's song with Jason Sudeikis there at the end for Jingle Bells, which
Does it count?
yeah, it does count to me. Now, this is where we should get the thermometer for as far as who is on which side of this before we go into our rewatch. Yeah, I don't know. Shut up. So
Your mouth kind, right?
well,
Oh, no.
I'll just say
Depends on which side you're on, I guess.
just don't quote Randall from Clerks with the thermometer.
I was thinking of the Seinfeld joke where they say barometer and he goes, "It's pronounced thermometer."
That's I think that's
You
actually
meant
the term that
barometer.
I was pulling a Biff from Back to the Future. Look, it's like a screen door on a battleship. Like, make like a tree and get out. Just leave, you fool. You sound like a damn fool when you get it wrong. Yeah. So the barometer on this is the chemistry that at least Jason Sudeikis and Hannah Waddingham have when they're in scenes together. And for anybody that like watched the stuff from Thundergong too, with where they sing "Shallow" together there too. I think I remember what the answers were for this, but for Bonnie, Ted Becca, no Ted Becca.
I'm still thinking about it now. I still think about it once in a while. I'm okay that it wasn't a thing. Like, I'm really okay with it. Like, would it have been fine? Probably, but not. Sometimes maybe it makes it more special that it didn't happen.
Fair.
It's kind of how I see it.
And this will be a thing that will weigh back in like each episode of the thing, like kind of barometer wise.
Yeah,
Because
see if it changes.
correctly. And then Mike.
I mean, I remember watching it, and I think the first thing I sent to you when I first watched was like, "Are they going to bang already?"
Yeah,
Like,
that was the first message. Like after I got Mike to finally start watching Ted Lasso, that was the first message he sent me about Ted Lasso, and I was like, well, just to be determined.
you don't have to be a couple, but I just thought that was going to happen because that was just kind of where her headspace was to really make her ex-husband mad. I don't know.
there are theories that people think that they did
In that last episode,
do that in
where
the
you
last
see
episode.
Beard
Yeah,
and
and
Thong.
yeah, and that they're just not talking about it or ever bring it up. But I feel like they would have put like that would have been like little like I feel like they would have like mentioned that maybe, I don't know. But
I mean, one of my least favorite parts of the show is that Dutch guy she ends up with. So, it was
yeah,
not a fan of that story.
do you know what his name is?
No, the Ted.
No, it's in the credits, but that's like the only place his name is ever listed in the show or like stated in any way.
I just
But
did
yeah,
not like that episode or that outcome. So, I'd rather her have ended up with Ted. But I'm okay that it doesn't. Like if it doesn't.
but yeah, I feel like that should be something that we do like weigh in like on like every episode or so, because I know for me, like at least with the show, I didn't even think about that until the Christmas episode of the show, because that's where I first kind of saw that, and then before that I didn't like really see it. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so that's what the plan is. So coming in 2024, January, that's when we'll start our rewatch in full effect. We'll have more of like a structure to like how we do these things and stuff. This was just kind of
Will
like
we,
a
though?
soft. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out just the same way.
His name is Stranger, for those listening, wondering. That is what he's credited as, Stranger.
Stranger danger. Yeah, but we'll figure out the same way that the Greyhounds did along the way. We have ideas and plans to have different guests on. Our friend Kenny, who does
Friend guy.
yeah,
Yeah, what you
does,
said.
no, I said our friend Kenny, who does the Lasso cast, or did the Lasso cast? I don't know if that's past tense now.
Are they still doing it?
I mean, it's not gone. I just don't know if there's going to be more episodes. But
Fun fact about that show: they have someone on there who could not correctly predict who Darth Vader was in relation to Luke and Anakin, if you remember.
you gotta listen to their show to find out. But yeah, he wants to come on for the Tan Lines episode in season 1. So at least I have a guest lined up for that episode. So that's what we'll be doing. But until then, you can find us at Richmond Way Pod on all of the places, whether it's Instagram, Twitter,
Everywhere.
Blue Sky. I did make a Blue Sky account for Richmond Way Pod. And there's also a Facebook page. But yeah. So, and then you can check out stuff we've done in the past too. There's Bonnie showed up in our Ted Lasso Star Wars Hold a Maneuver podcast episode that we did too. So that's kind of where
the craziness that
if you want to see the origin of the three of us podcasting about Ted Lasso, it came from there it is. But Mike, where can they find you online?
I'm usually here with you.
All right. You can find him here, there, everywhere. Like I said, he's our resident Roy Kent. And then
I'm not very interesting to follow. If I do tweet, do anything, it's once in a blue moon, and it's usually something so random that it's just like, where did that come from? Like,
that's why it's good to follow you, because you don't ever know when it's going to happen.
Just make sure you follow me and not the other one with my name, because you're in for some strange food pics and racist comments. So, unless you like that kind of thing, then go ahead and follow them.
And Bonnie, where can they find you online?
If you Google voiceover superhero, you will find me. That's my day job. So Google that, and I'm everywhere pretty much on those handles across all socials, because brand consistency.
Nice. And then for me, you can just find me at Marc Vibbert on all of the places that have already been aforementioned. But with that, I will just say this.
Hold me closer, tiny dancer, prancer, and
so with that,
the video made you mad in the end.
Yeah. Happy holidays, everybody, and we will see you in 2024 for the Richmond Way.
We'll
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Bye.
Happy Festivus.
It's every day.